We are learning to divide multiples of 10, 100 and 1000. We have an example here, just some vocab. If we have 15 divided by 5 and we know it's equal to 3, well the total amount that we are sharing is called the dividend. The number of groups that we're sharing it into, the number we're dividing by, is called the divisor. And the total amount in each group that is shared equally in each group is called the quotient. And if you're following in the activity in the book or the worksheets, you're going to see it presented in different ways. And one of them, it might show you, if you have 15 tens divided by 5, well, you know 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. 15 tens divided by 5 is equal to 3 tens. So if we go over here, hopefully we remember from term 1, 15 tens is the same as, remember we copy the number and we swap the tens for 1 0. 15 tens is the same as 150. Well, 150 divided by 5 is 30. If we have 15 hundreds divided by 5, again 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3, but 15 hundreds divided by 5 is equal to 3 hundreds. So if you were writing that again over here without the words and just the numbers, 15 hundreds with 15 and the hundreds, 2 zeros, divided by 5, we said it equals 300. This will become clearer hopefully as we practice. You have 15 thousands divided by 5. Well, 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Well, 15,000 divided by 5 is equal to 3,000. And here we have it in numerical form. You have the 15,000 divided by 5 is equal to 3,000. Think about it again. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. And we have 3 zeros we didn't use. We add those 3 zeros back in. That might be another way for you to think about it. If we move on to our next example. As I say, the activity sheet keeps changes the style of questions, so it might be confusing. So if we think the second example, if we know 2 times 6 equals 12, then we should know 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. If you remember your fact families or the connection between multiplication and division. So if you know that, then you should know 2 times 6, as we said, is equal to 12. Well, 2 times 60 is equal to 120. Then 120 divided by 2 is equal to 60. Think about it. If you hide the 0 here, what's 12 divided by 2? Well, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then 120 divided by 2 is 60. We kind of hid the 0 and we gave it back. The same here, if you know 2 times 6 equals 12, then 2 times 600 equals 1,200. So if you know that, then 1,200 divided by 2 equals 600. Think about it again. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. There's 2 zeros we didn't use. We add those 2 zeros back in. Similar type, 2 times 6 equals 12. And this time, with 3 zeros we didn't use there, we add those 3 zeros back in. That's a little trick from the previous term. So 2 times 6,000 equals 12,000. So we should know then that 12,000 divided by 2 equals 6,000. Same way, 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 3 zeros we kind of ignored. We've got to put those back in the answer. Again, if you're somewhat confused, just stick with it. Like everything, it will become clear with more practice. But you can pause the video, solve this on any paper. Just write down the missing numbers if that makes it quicker for you. Question 1, 18 ones divided by 9 is how many ones? 18 divided by 9 is 2. So 18 ones divided by 9 is 2 ones. 18 tens divided by 9. 18 divided by 9 we said was 2. So 18 tens divided by 9 equals 2 tens. 18 hundreds divided by 9 equals how many hundreds? We said it was 2. 18 thousands divided by 9 equals how many thousands? It's 2. These type of questions are trying to get you to understand. If you have 18 divided by 9, 2. 18 tens, if I change that for numbers only, that's 180 divided by 9. Well, 18 divided by 9 we said was 2. There's the 110, or the 0 that we left out. We add that back in. 1800 is 1800 divided by 9. Well, 18 divided by 9 is 2. There's the 2 zeros we left out. We add those back in. 18,000 divided by 9. Well, 18 divided by 9 again is still 2. There's the 3 zeros we left out. Add those back in. So hopefully now you're starting to see somewhat clear. Question 2. So I have 210 divided by 3. That's the same as 21 tens. What's 21 tens divided by 3? That's what the previous examples or questions were trying to get you to understand. What's 21 divided by 3? Well, hopefully you know it's 7. And it's 7 tens. And another way of writing 7 tens is 70. So again, think, what's 21 divided by 3? It's 7. With the 1 0 we didn't use, add that back in. 21,000 divided by 3? Well, 21 divided by 3 is 7. There's the 2 zeros we didn't use, add those back in. 21 divided by 3 here, 7. Let me do that again. 3 zeros we didn't use, add those back in. So hopefully we're starting to see. And again, you pause the video, press play when you're ready. Same with these ones here. 300 divided by 6. Now you might get confused here. Well, 3 divided by 6, it doesn't really happen as a whole number, what we're practicing. So then we would take, what's 30 divided by 6? 30 divided by 6, or 6 times what gives you 30 is 5. And then you have the 1 0 we didn't use. We put that in there. That might confuse you, but with a bit of practice you'll realize instead of just taking the 3, you had to take the 3 tens, 30. And then go through the other little tricks. Again, it's the same as 30 tens divided by 6. Well, 30 divided by 6 we said was 5, with 5 tens, which is, we swap it for a 0. Question 4. 45 divided by 5 is 9. With 1 0 we didn't use, add it back in. 800 divided by 2. Well, 8 divided by 2 is 4. There's 2 zeros I didn't use, add those back in. Question 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. There's 1 0 I didn't use, add that back in. The answer is 40. And just moving on to the last 2 questions now. Word problems. Question 5. Some word problems. A car travels 2,000 kilometers in 4 days. It travels the same distance each day. Here's a little clue with that word. How many kilometers does it travel in 1 day? So think about it. Over 4 days, it travels 2,000 kilometers. We want to find out how much for 1 day. When I see the word each in this example, I'm going to divide. So I have 2,000 divided by 4. So I think, can I divide 2 by 4? Well, as a whole number, or what we're practicing in grade 4, there's an leave that, and I would, instead of 2 divided by 4, I would 20 divided by 4. You're looking for multiples of 4. That's another way of thinking about it. Can I multiply 4 by anything to get 2? And I'm talking about whole numbers, I should also add. So then I think instead of just the 2, I think 20. Can I multiply 4 by anything to get 20? Alternatively, 20 divided by what is 4? Well, yeah, I know 5. There's 2 zeros I didn't use, so I add those 2 zeros in as well, and there you go. In 1 day, they travel 500 kilometers. Question 6. Ahmed reads a book every day for 7 days. He reads 350 pages. He reads the same number of pages each day. How many pages does he read each day? Well, a total of 350 over 7 days, and we want to find out how much for 1 day. When I see these words every and each in this example, I'm going to divide. So now I've got 350 divided by 7. Well, 35 divided by 7, or 7 times what gives you 35? Hopefully you know it's 5. And then there's 1 0 we didn't use, and we add that back in. So there's 50 pages each day or every day. Okay, good luck with it.